Hi, everybody. Melissa Barlock here from Oakville, Ontario. Welcome to our webinar here, specifically using send out cards to prospect, retain clients, and increase your referrals in your network marketing and direct sales profession. I'm really excited to be sharing this webinar today for a couple of reasons. My initial intent or intention for this webinar was actually for my team, and I wanted to teach my team how to prospect using our amazing follow-up system in our tool. And I thought, well, so many other high-level leaders and leaders within the network marketing profession are finding benefit using this tool as well. So I thought I'd open this up to everybody, all of our team, and have them invite guests onto the webinar specifically for this industry. I have an absolute passion for this industry. It's something it's changed my life. I've met so many amazing people in this industry, and I'm going to go ahead and move it on to my slide here. But before I do, it's going to be about 30-45 minutes. I'm going to probably around 40-45 minutes because I've got a lot of great content that I want to share with everybody. My hope is that everybody walks away with something today. I want everybody to walk away with value, with information, and feeling like they are pumped and ready for 2017. There's something about 2017 that I think is going to be an incredible year, and I wish that for each and every one of you guys on whatever business that you're in. Network marketing has been something that it has been absolutely incredible for me. I've had the opportunity to meet some amazing people. It's something that I started 5 years ago, obviously with send out cards, and I left my corporate job to stay at home with my kids, and send out cards kind of fell in my lap, and I started using it personally. But my husband, who owns a manufacturing company, I started using it as a relationship marketing tool within his business, and he started receiving amazing results from using the service as a relationship marketing, a retention, a prospecting tool. And so from there, I realized the potential, and what the market was missing in this very high-tech world is that personal touch, going back to the basics and the personal touch. So, you know, whatever you're using, keep using, but maybe add this as an extra layer for 2017 to propel your business going forward. So for that reason, I'm really excited to share with you guys. So from my husband's success and sharing this with people from every single industry, not just the network marketing profession, which I happen to think is the most amazing profession in the world, but every single industry. I've had the opportunity to travel all around the world teaching teams of people as well as businesses in every single industry, including the network marketing profession, on how to leverage relationship marketing to increase sales and profits. So it's been such an honor and a pleasure to be you know, using send out cards as a platform to share my absolute passion in helping people achieve their success. Now, I will say that the network marketing profession has it's completely obliterated my my corporate sales job. I've surpassed my income with my corporate sales job, so it's something that I am openly wanting to share with everybody. So each and every one of you guys on this webinar, and anybody who's listening to the replay, you are in an incredible profession, no matter where you are. I'm sure there's a lot of high-level leaders, maybe some people who are just hopping on to this webinar and who are new and maybe kind of finding their ground. Wherever you are, know that you are in the best profession in the world. I truly believe that with all of my heart, and there's no other place that I'd rather be than in this profession with like-minded, positive, inspiring people who truly want to make a difference. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you on this webinar. I will have this available for replay. You can go ahead to youtube.com and search Melissa Barlock afterwards, and I'll have the replay available if you want to share this either with your teams or watch it yourself, and maybe nuggets that you've missed. Now, that being said, please grab a pen and paper. Feel free to take any notes. If there's anything that inspires you or you have any aha moments, go ahead and jot them down. Or if you're techie, then just take a screenshot and you can watch those screenshots afterwards. So one of the things I wanted to go over before I even start this is most of you know Eric Worre. Eric Worre is extremely influential in the network marketing community, and most of you know, and if you don't, he wrote a book called GoPro. highly recommend reading this book. If you want to go pro in this business, read Go Pro. It's one of the books that I recommend to every new person that joins my team or who is considering the network marketing profession. It's an easy read. I go back to it all the time. It's one of those books that I wish I had when I first started. I probably read it around 3 years into my career, and man, it's been so impactful. Now, the reason I brought Eric Worre up is because he actually did an incredible YouTube video. It's about 15-20 minutes, and you've got the link right there. He did a YouTube video on why send out cards. And he actually did an interview with Harvey Mackay, and most of you probably know who Harvey Mackay is. He is a well-known multi-millionaire professional in networking, also wrote many books, including Swim with the Sharks or Get Eaten Alive. And Eric did an interview with him. And what I wanted to pinpoint was Harvey and Eric, these two highly influential men in the network marketing community, they talked about send out cards and what the benefits were and why send out cards. And one of the conversations that stood out to me that Eric mentioned was that Harvey Mackay mentioned to Eric that the two rules for success in business and in life, and this doesn't matter what business you're in, any business, the two rules for success in business and life are this. Number one, write this down, every person you meet from now until you die, get their contact information. Okay? Your contacts are so important. So every person that you meet from now until the day that you die, get their contact information. And number two, every person that you meet, find a creative way to stay in touch at least 3 to 4 times per year. And that really stood out to me because people, you know, they forget what you do, they forget what you say, they forget what you do, but they never forget how you make them feel. And when you're reaching out to people and staying top of mind, they're going to remember you. The last person that you think of is always going to be that first person that you refer or that you're going to go to. So make sure that we're finding creative ways to keep in touch with people. Now, I love this quote from Harvey Mackay. Short, handwritten cards yield long results. In sales, never underestimate the importance of personal gesture, and right at the top of the list of effective personal gestures sits the handwritten card. Always send memorable cards and personal notes when you are reminded of a person. It could be that one thing in 2017 that makes a difference in your business, which leads me to this amazing quote by Harvey Mackay, which says, good habits are as addictive as bad habits and a lot more rewarding. And I love this because every single year I try to create a new habit and something a little bit different, something that I can do every single day that compounded after the year is going to exponentially grow my business. And I take network marketing very seriously. Again, it's something that's completely replaced my corporate income, so I treat it as a business. And when you're treating this as a business, you want to do all the things that successful business people do. Success leaves cues, or clues and cues. Success leaves clues. So let's listen to the successful people and do what they do. The speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. So always talk and ask questions to leaders. Now, a couple stats that I want to share with everybody here. And this goes across the network marketing industry and business in general. The cost of retaining a customer is 10% the cost of acquiring a new one. Now, as professionals, we're always going after that next sale, that next customer, that next distributor, that next consultant, but not realizing that the actual cost of retaining a customer is only 10% the cost of acquiring a new one. So it's a lot more expensive to acquire somebody new rather than appreciate the ones that you already have. So I want you to think about this. What if 5% improvement of customer retention equals 25 to 85% improvement of profitability? So improving your customer relations and retaining your clients just 5% is going to increase your profitability, not just business, your profitability between 25 to 85%. That is huge. So when I talk about creating habits, well, what I'm talking about today with relationship marketing might be that key compounded over the course of the year that's going to give you those extra results if you're not doing them already. Now, again, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. This is just an extra layer of something that you can add to what you're currently doing. Last stat here that I want to share, 68% of customer defection is because of perceived indifference. So what does that mean? Basically, that means that your customers leave because they simply think that you don't care. It's not that they don't like the product. It's not that, they've moved. It's the fact that they simply think that you don't care and they go somewhere else. And I'll give you a prime example. This was a couple of years ago. I use this example all the time, and I'm reminded of it in my own business. I was purchasing a skincare product that I absolutely love. It's pricey, but totally worth it in my mind. And so here I was purchasing this product from another a direct sales or a network marketing company from a friend of more of an acquaintance of mine, and probably for 6 months or so never heard from her. I was just on an auto ship and purchasing, and I received my all of my products every single week. And so I really didn't even know if she was still doing the business because I never really heard from her again. So along comes another friend that I meet at it was an event. It was like a meetup group. And she did the same company, the same product, and we built a little bit of a relationship. And of course, she asked if I'd try her product. And guys, I'll be honest with you, because of the fact that she kept in touch with me, she seemed like she cared. I moved all my business over to her. Now, it wasn't any other reason than perceived indifference. I really didn't know whether this other person, number one, cared, whether I was purchasing, whether they were still around, and there was no attachment. So I want everybody to think about that. It's one thing to acquire customers, but we want to retain those customers. So not only did this initial lady lose my business of a couple $100s every other month, but she has lost all of my referrals for a lifetime, including my business for a lifetime. So I want you to think about how much a customer is worth to you on an annual basis and on a 10-year basis, and what those referrals mean to you. So that's when you'll truly understand how important it is to retain your existing client base and your team base as well. It is super important, not only in the network marketing profession, but all industries. This is the number one thing that businesses complain about, is that customer retention and finding ways to keep in touch with people and making them feel like they matter. And that's where Send Out Cards comes in. Now, reasons to send cards. These are a couple of things that I'm going to touch on. Maybe take a screenshot or take a picture of this. I want everybody to really, really pay attention to the couple things that I'm going to share with you. Now, using Send Out Cards and cards and gifts for prospecting, for follow-up, for retention and growth, all great reasons to use the system and all things that are going to benefit your business. Now, thank you for business. So obviously, when a customer gets started, make sure that we're thanking them for their business. It's a little thing, but it's such a big impact when you actually thank people. Not many people do it anymore. And I'll tell you that an e-card, it just doesn't have the same impact. When you're sending a thank you card specifically for saying thank you, and you have the opportunity to put your branding on the back of the card, your card, that thank you card, is now working for you 24/7. People never take a business card and put it up on a mantle, but they will take a thank you card that you personally sent to them. They'll put it up on their mantle, they'll put it on their kitchen table, they'll put it in plain view, and your business card or your branding is on the back of that card. And I cannot tell you how many people have received referrals from cards ending up in people's homes. So make sure that we're thanking people, number one for sure. Other things, prospecting, great to meet you. A lot of us in the network marketing profession, we want to keep our funnel filled. So we're always prospecting, we're always meeting people. You want to make sure you're always planting those seeds. So all of those people that you meet, what do you do after you meet them? Send them a great to meet you card. Of course, you want to touch base on Facebook, Instagram. Maybe you want to follow them. You want to send them an email to say, hey, great to meet you. But why not go that extra step and send a card that says it was great to meet you, looking forward to connecting over coffee again, and just standing out. Trust me when I say that these cards make a huge, huge impact. Celebrating new possibilities. Just you know, hey, great to meet you. I'm looking forward to all these new possibilities. Just some creative ways to reach out to people, and it doesn't have to be businessy. Now, I was in sales and marketing for a stainless steel company in my corporate life, and everything was about branding and, you know, the company. But with send out cards and relationship marketing, it's about appreciating your friends, your family, your prospects. It's all about appreciation, not self-promotion. So make sure that you're keeping your company branding on the back of the card. Highly recommend that. Please take that piece of advice. Trust me. Okay, thank you for the referral. Are you thanking your referrals? How much referral business makes up your business? Do you wish to increase your referrals? Well, why not reward good behavior or behavior that you like by sending a referral card? Thanks for the referral. It's people like you that help me stay in business, or it's people like you that are helping me to achieve my dreams. Maybe attach a Starbucks gift card or, you know, a little gift, and I'll show you how you can do that with send out cards. But you know, it's a really nice gesture, and you'll find that people that do that, that send out thank yous for referrals, those referrals will keep coming over and over and over again because people appreciate being appreciated. Now, obvious ones like birthdays, and you know, it's obvious but not so obvious. A lot of people don't send birthday cards, and a lot of people don't receive birthday cards, which means that when you're the one sending a birthday card, you know, you're going to stand out, and that birthday card has a shelf life, and they're probably going to put that card prominently up in their house on display, especially if their spouse didn't get them a card or if their kids didn't get them a card. They're going to make sure that they parade that card, and if they really like it, they'll probably carry it around with them forever. Holiday cards, obviously, Christmas, Hanukkah, Eid. I mean, there's so many different celebrations that we should be celebrating life. So it's all about celebrating lives. Anniversaries, not only anniversaries of, you know, wedding anniversaries, but what about anniversaries for, you know, 1 year as a customer or 1 year as a team member, celebrating the fact that they're a part of your team for a year. You really, really want to celebrate. Welcome to the team. So when we're getting into retention of team members as well and team growth, we want to make sure that when you are sponsoring a new distributor or consultant, that you're welcoming them to the team. Recognition in this industry is absolutely paramount. So make sure that not only, you know, of course, Facebook and you're welcoming, and we have our team pages and things like that, but why not go a step further and have something tangible and that's long-lasting for your team member to come home to a real physical card in the mail. Your team member is going to take that card, you know, feel great to be a part of an amazing culture, take that card, put it up on the mantle, and what the great thing about it is as friends or family or people come into their homes, people are attracted to visual. So a lot of times they'll walk up to the mantle and say, hey, what's this? What's this welcome to the new team? What is this all about? And it creates conversation. And that's exactly what you want. You want to create curiosity. You want to create conversation. Welcome new customer for the exact same reasons. Customer retention and follow-up. So all of these things make a difference. Rank advancements, recognition again. So when your team members promote to the next rank advancement, whether it's manager or diamond or whatever you call the rank advancement, make sure that we're celebrating that again. You want to make the person feel like they're a part of something bigger, recognize them for their achievements, and also when they're receiving these cards, a lot of times your team will take pictures and encourage them to do this, to take pictures of the card, right? Put them on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever social media site that you're using, and that's creating curiosity again. And a lot of people will say, well, what's this all about? Tell me more of what you're doing. And it's a great way for the person to not have to self-promote, but have somebody else recognize them on their behalf. And again, they're going to put those cards up in their house or carry them around, and they're going to showcase them and show people. And lastly, but certainly not the least, just because. Consider sending out cards just because. When you have a thought or a feeling or a prompting, as the owner of our company, Cody Bateman, calls it, a prompting, if you have a feeling, you know, when you wake up in the morning, the first person you think of and you feel like you need to reach out to them, send them a card. Whether it's, you know, somebody you haven't talked to in ages or somebody who you think needs to hear from you, just because. No hidden agenda. The cards that are sent with no hidden agenda are the most effective because they're emotional, and you're relating to people on an emotional level, and people will never forget that. They connect on an emotional level. When people feel like they're being sold, you shut them down, and people don't want to be sold. We're being sold all the time. So consider sending just because cards. One of the things that I like to do is when I'm scrolling through social media, Facebook I use mainly for my social media. If you see that one of your friends or clients or prospects or whoever, maybe they've posted on there that they've had a new baby, or their child won an award, or they won an award, take a picture. Or you don't have to take a picture, but you can send a congratulations card. If you want to make it really personal and you have rapport with them, take a picture, put it on the card, send it to them. And I promise you, they'll keep that card forever. Your branding's on the back. It's creating curiosity, and it's that law of reciprocity. People have that inherent need to want to give back when they feel like they're appreciated. Now, for those of you who don't know this amazing, very good friend of mine, Jordan Adler, he's a multi-million-dollar earner in the network marketing profession. He's also the author of Beach Money. Highly recommend reading Beach Money. It all talks about the power of residual income. It's one of the best books out there in network marketing. I put it right up there with GoPro, Eric Worre's GoPro. Jordan Adler. One of the things that he says is this, and it's so true, I 100% agree with this, that it typically takes 8 to 15 follow-ups, whether that be text, short calls, to answer questions, or cards, emails, etc., before you sponsor them. Most people, most network marketers, will quit after the first presentation, so they never, ever, ever get the benefit of adding new people to their front line. Use the tools to leverage your time. You do not need to spend hours with people to sponsor them. And it is so true. When we understand that once you've shared somebody the presentation, it doesn't take a lot of time after that, but it certainly takes follow-up. We want to make sure that we're not dropping the ball on follow-up, because it takes typically 8 to 15, or depending on which study, some people say 5 to 12 or 5 to 10 exposures for somebody to buy into something. And those exposures are everything from text, short calls, cards, emails, webinars, things like that. So make sure we're touching base and we're following up. Now, we've always, a lot of us, especially in this industry, fortune is in the follow-up, and it's so true. You'll notice on the first line here, it says 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect, ever. So they don't sign up the first time, you've lost them, right? People don't follow up, you've lost them. Whereas 80% of sales, on the very bottom line, 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So that kind of goes in line with what Jordan Adler was saying. So what does that mean? It means that we need to be very creative in making sure that we're following up, because if we're not following up, we're losing out on a lot of business. And let's face it, if you're not going to follow up with them, somebody else will. Okay, somebody else will. So make sure that you're the one being the professional one and following up with people. The problem is a lot of people don't have a system to follow up, and that's why I'm so excited to share Send Out Cards as a tool to complement your network marketing profession. So just a little bit about the system in Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards was founded in 2003 in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we are a member of the Direct Selling Association. So Cody's goal was to take the greeting card and gifting industry from an offline traditional brick and mortar environment to an online click and order environment, just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music. So these $3 billion companies have collapsed the inefficiencies in our marketplace, right? The way that we purchase a lot of things, we can do right from the comfort of our own home. The way that we rent movies, totally different. We don't go to Blockbuster anymore. You can just click right on your clicker. I don't even know what it's called, the converter clicker, and you can have anything that you want on demand. In fact, my 7 and 9-year-old, they have no idea what a Blockbuster is. They didn't even know what commercials were, because everything is on Netflix. iTunes, the way we purchase music is totally different. With the click of an app on your phone, you can purchase one song of choice. No need to purchase the album anymore. That one song for 99 cents or $2 or whatever it is. Well, Send Out Cards is doing the exact same thing. They've collapsed an inefficiency in the marketplace, and you can do it from your mobile app. So we are the best relationship building program in the world. We've actually sent out over 140 million greeting cards and over 5 million gifts over the past 12 years. There's actually no other company that sends more first-class mail than Send Out Cards. We're actually the largest variable print on-demand company in the entire world. So what does that mean? Basically, Send Out Cards has the capabilities to be able to send one personalized card for the same price or hundreds or thousands of cards. So that's the difference. There's virtually no other company doing what we're doing so well when it comes to variable print on demand. All right, so you can send these cards from your computer. And I'm going to show you guys that in a minute. I'm going to log on to my personal account. I want to show you some tricks and things that I do. So you can send them right from your computer, your laptop, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, and you can choose. You'll see there's a card catalog on the left-hand side. So there's over 25,000 pre-designed cards or out-of-the-box cards, as if you're walking into any card store. You can select, let's say you click on birthdays, you'll see all the subcategories, and then the cards appear on the right-hand side. You can click them, add your message, or you can click at the very top left where it says Create a Picture Plus card. If you click at the very top, these are completely blank cards. So you can personalize them and customize them and do whatever you want with pictures, graphics, whatever you like. You can take pictures from Instagram and put them on there, whatever. You can completely brand your cards or put some fun things on there and send them out to people. So you can do it right from your computer, or you can do it right from your phone. And most people are doing things on the go, everything that needs to get done on the go. So why not do business and follow up on the go? So you can send your cards and your gifts and your follow-up right from literally the palm of your hand. And it doesn't matter if you're an Android user or an Apple user, you can send gratitude from anywhere in the world. So basically this is how it works. So what you're going to do is you're going to download the Send Out Cards app. Okay, so you're going to get back to the person who invited you onto this webinar. If this is something that you want to use, you can download the app and you can choose your cards. You can go ahead and make a photo card. My cards are cards that you've created, so you can go back and use them over and over and over again. So if you put a lot of effort into a card, you can keep them. And then you've got all your categories. So everything is just swipe and tap. Super simple. What I'm going to show you guys are campaigns. Campaigns, I'll touch on in a minute in my other account when I log in there. But the campaigns are great because you pre-make campaigns so that it makes your job easier when you want to send cards that you're sending out all the time. So I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to select on campaigns, and let's say you've created, this is our first impressions kit. So the majority of follow-up or cards that are sent out, so 80% of business cards that are going out through Send Out Cards are thank you cards, nice to meet you cards, and new possibilities. So Send Out Cards has created these already made campaigns for you where all you have to do is select them. Okay, you choose the campaign that you want. It brings up the cards. So this one's celebrating new possibilities on our white pearl upgraded card stock. It's a beautiful finish. You swipe to the inside left, it's got a template. You can go ahead and tap on it to add your picture. You can take a picture, you can take it right from your website, whatever you want to personalize it. Once you're happy with that, you swipe to the right. As soon as you swipe to the right, there's a preset message. Now you can change that preset message, but for people that don't know what to say, that's available for you. So you're going to go ahead and you can change your message if you like. You just tap on it. You can even have it in multiple handwriting fonts, or if you're somebody that says, well, Melissa, I like to handwrite my notes, well, we have an option for you. You can actually physically write out the characters of each letter of the alphabet. Send Out Cards will scan it for you, and they'll upload it into the system. Okay, so that way you have your own personal handwriting handwriting font in your cards. And you can also have your own handwriting, your signatures. So I've got, Melissa, Melissa Barlock, Melissa John and the kids. So it's really, really personalized. So your cards are super, super professional, but more importantly, they're really personal to you. Now I'm going to swipe to the back of the card. Now, that's where you have the opportunity to either add more pictures or your branding or your logos. A lot of times I have melissabarlock.com, or I have a picture of my family on the back there. You can put whatever you want on the back of the card. That's where I recommend putting the branding on the back of your card. All right, so now next step is you want to send the card to somebody. Now, Send Out Cards also is a relationship marketing or contact management system. It's a CRM that's built in. It's included, it's free. So if you don't have a contact manager, highly recommend getting one or using Send Out Cards, because you want to make sure, just like Harvey Mackay said, that every person that you meet from now until you die, get their contact information and store it somewhere. You want to have an area where you have their information. You can store birthdays, anniversaries, obviously the mailing addresses, spouse's birthday, kids' birthdays. You can have, there's notes in there. So you can add all of that information, and send out cards will remind you of birthdays, anniversaries, and you can set up the system to also send out cards automatically. And I'll show you that in a minute. So now I'm going to choose a contact, and that's where it's attaching to the campaign. So I select the contact and it's saying, do you want to submit the order? I can cancel or I can submit. It's letting me know that it's costing me points, which purchase my cards and my gifts, and my expense is my postage. So in the United States, it's 47 cents for postage. Canada, it's 85 cents, and international, it's $1.15. So as Canadians, we actually save big time, especially when we're sending it internationally. So the average cost of a card is about $1.17 plus your postage. So it's really, really inexpensive to send your cards. Now, you can add a gift as well. I'm not adding one right now, but you can add gifts from you can even add GoPro. A lot of times I'll add GoPro to people that I'm sending to on my team who have just joined. It's a great way to get them set up with the network marketing profession right on the right foot right from the get-go. But you can add gifts from brownies, cookies, chocolates, inspirational gifts, card size gifts from every single price point, and you can add multiple gifts if you like as well as gift cards. So I'm just going to send this card, and all you do is click submit. Once you click submit, there you have the finished product. It's a beautiful card, and you don't have to do anything else. So basically, as soon as you click submit, Send Out Card is going to print, stuff, stamp, and deliver your card and gift through the postal service between 4 to 7 business days. So it goes direct to the recipient. You don't have to do anything else. So it's super, super, super simple. Now, I wanted to show you some examples and then log on to my site here. So you'll see some ways and things that you can send. This is a Valentine's card, you know, happy to have, you know, if you've got something good, keep it and cherish it forever. So ways to reach out to people during special occasions. It just doesn't have to be for the holidays. I'm lucky to have you on my team. Send out a campaign to your team. It's great for team recognition, for retention, team building. You know, if somebody's feeling down, you're feeling a little bit stressed out, it's time for dessert, right? Dessert spelled backwards is stressed. So adding a little bit of love and gratitude to people's lives is great. You know, it's not always as easy finding business. So thanks so much for the referral, right? Thanking people for the referral, and you'll notice they're not branded. They're not branded on the inside, because when they're not branded on the inside, the person feels appreciated and the card is about them. It's not about us. It's about the person that you're sending it to, and that's relationship marketing. I love this card. This is a Blonde Moment apology. We have blondies as gifts. They're like they're brownies, but they're called blondies. And this was actually the VP of marketing of our company. She missed a call with us, and she sent blondies out, and she said, sorry for the blonde moment. You know, just little fun things like this that just help to strengthen relationships, and that's what you want. This is actually a tree service of thank you for your business. Okay, so other things, new baby, again, it doesn't have to be specific to your business. It has to be lifestyle, engaging and building on relationships. Gratitude cards, maybe you've gone away to a cabin with your friend or a retreat, take pictures, put them on a card. You know, your branding's on the back. You want to just have that top of mind awareness. Happy birthday cards are obviously huge. Let's say you go to parties or galas or charity events. This is a 3-page spread card that I went to a charity event. I took a whole bunch of pictures. I put them on a card and I sent them out to everybody. And of course, my branding was on the back. And I'll tell you, I got 3 new clients and a new team member from this card that cost me a couple dollars to send to each individual. So I'm celebrating life, and it comes back to you tenfold when you do that. This is another cute card. I love it. Just says, may the 4th be with you. Just some fun things if this is your personality. You know, there's nothing to it except it's really, really fun. Send it out May 4th, and it gets people engaged and talking, and that's exactly what you want. Now, I don't want to get into this yet. I want to go on to my site. Now, I'm going to go right to sendoutcards.com. So I just showed you guys the app. Now, what I want to show you is from the computer. I'm going to show you a couple campaigns that I've created that have really helped with with my network marketing business and how to leverage this and leverage the contact management system. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing. We've got tutorials for that. We've got tutorials for everything. We've got online chat. There's an information here if you have any questions for things. There's an online chat at the very bottom. So it's a very user-friendly website. There's a lot to it, which is great because you can actually do a lot with this system. So what I want to focus on today are two things. I want to focus on the campaign manager and contact manager. So as network marketers, we want to make sure that we have an up-to-date contact manager, and you're using and leveraging your contact manager every single day, because that's the lifeblood of our business. Contacts and filling the funnel are lifeblood of a network marketing business. You always need to be adding leads and meeting people. You want to be meeting people every single day, not necessarily, of course we'd love to sign people up every single day, but you want to make sure that you're meeting people every single day. So what are you doing with those contacts? You can add new contacts. One of the things that I want to show you guys is if you go find contact, what I've done here, you can actually search your contacts in here, and you can really, you can send cards based on the city, the birthday, anniversary, last name, first name. But you'll notice here, I've created a whole bunch of groups. And this is what you want to do if you're leveraging this within your network marketing business and using this as your contact management system, is you'll notice here, on the left-hand side, I've got a whole bunch of groups that I've created. So a lot of people in my network, and I like to categorize them. I like to keep organized. I'm running, a multi-million-dollar business, so I want to make sure that I have organization in my life. That's what you got to do. You got to keep things organized. Now, in the left column here, you'll see the reason that I put zeros beside every single one of them is because I want them all in one area. These are the top categories that I use on a daily basis. Every single day, I'm checking these groups. Okay, so you'll notice I've got key leaders. Okay, so I've got a group for key leaders that I want to make sure that I'm reaching out to on a daily basis or weekly basis, and then also reaching out with cards and gifts as well. I've got customers, so I want to make sure that I'm reaching out to my customers. I've got prospects, qualified prospects, suspects, and my team. Okay, so our team is called Team Focus. We've kind of branded our team, and we have a specific team, Team Focus. That's where new distributors go. So I schedule my week, obviously, schedule my months. Everything is scheduled in a plan. And as I'm meeting people, so I'll give you an example. This morning, I met an amazing lady. We met at a networking group. We met for coffee today, and I put her into the qualified prospects. Why? Because she's not a suspect anymore. I met her already, so she's suspect, right? She might join my business. I'm not sure yet. But I was able to show her a little bit of my company today, and she was very interested, and we've set up a time tomorrow to talk again. Now, I put her in qualified prospects, so she's qualified. She's ready to get started, and she's not quite a customer or a team member yet, so I'll put her in here. So once she is a customer or a distributor, I will move her into Team Focus. Okay, so you can put people in multiple groups as well. So you'll notice that I have a whole bunch of other groups. I've got everything from BNI, Business Networking International. It's a large organization for networking, global organization. Also other groups, my kids, great way to meet people, your kids' activities. You'll notice that I've got, my daughter's gymnastics. A lot of people who have joined my team are just people that I'm meeting every single day in a very kind of non-business way. It's building relationships, and that's when people relate to you. So I've got a whole bunch of different groups. I even put everything in from the teachers at my kids' schools. I put in, oh my goodness, any networking event that I go to, I will come home, I'll take their business cards, and I will put them into specific groups so I can send them cards and follow up and keep in touch. No contact that I meet goes unnoticed. I make sure that they get into my contact manager. So key is to set up your groups. Very, very important. Start putting your information in, because your network is your net worth. It is so important to do that. Next thing, campaign manager. Campaign manager is great because this is a fabulous way to create cards and send them out to multiple people or use them as drip campaigns. So I'll give you an example. Now you'll notice again what I've done, I've got zeros here. And the zeros make sure that I keep all of my campaigns at the top. So these are the most widely used ones. These have to do with network marketing and my business in particular, with prospecting and all that. So you'll notice the categories that I have here. So I've got Toronto Promptings Academy. So this was an invite that I created, and the invite was for an event that we had. So I created one card and I was able to send that out to multiple people. I've got birthday campaigns. So I've got a birthday card that I've created and I send that out to multiple people, a note to say thank you. I will click on a couple of them. Here's a prospecting card that I've created and I've sent out to multiple groups. Okay, invites. Now you'll also notice for team building, I've got downline manager congratulations. So I've got specific campaigns for managers that are in my downline or managers that I personally sponsor. So I'm sending them different campaigns. Downline distributor welcome or downline welcome to the team. I've also got, New Year's card. I sent a New Year's card out to a huge group of people as well to make sure that people stayed in the funnel and they're top of mind and people know that I'm thinking about them. I've got personal welcomes, personal welcome to the team. You'll notice when I scroll down a little bit further, I've got welcome to send out cards business customer, welcome to send out cards personal customer. So depending on what they are, and you don't have to go down and categorize as far as I do, but you'll notice that they're a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what this one looks like. So welcome to send out cards. So I've created a campaign, and this one here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch campaign. So this is specifically for my business contacts, and you'll notice where it says sent, what I've done is I've created a series of cards that are going to go out over the course of the year. Remember, Harvey Mackay says find creative ways to keep in touch with people at least 4 times per year. So I've got this immediate card that goes out that says thank you, thanks for your business. And then 10 days after, they get another card. It's a systems training card. And then they get another card after that, 21 days after, they get 45 days, and they get 75 days. I can even do 1 year after that if I like it. It's completely up to you. So it's a great way to make sure that your clients are feeling appreciated. Now you'll notice I can also attach the back branding. Now the back branding allows me to have different backings. Okay, there's some family there, different networking groups that I belong to, different companies, a lot of people in Isagenix using this as well, so I've created a campaign for that, my specific team. So there's a whole bunch of different things that you can do to add to the back of the card. So I'm going to go back up to the campaign manager, and then I'll scroll down, show you guys a couple others, because man, time is going by fast here. So you'll also notice, let's say you're welcoming a new team member, okay, so a new distributor, and you want to have something that's going to keep in touch with your distributors as well. Now, this one is immediate, 10 days, 4 days, 6 days, 8 days, but you can also schedule them out. It depends on how quickly you want to get that information. Not necessarily to do so quickly, but I'd say definitely once a quarter to keep in touch. Go back to Campaign Manager and see some other ideas here. Another one that I like to do is this Pay It Forward. This is a Pay It Forward Starbucks campaign, and basically I've added a $25 card, $25 gift card, and it's a Pay It Forward. And the whole initiative is all about gratitude and paying it forward. And by doing that, you're creating conversation, and the conversation is about you, and that's exactly what you want to create. You want to create conversation and intrigue about you and what you're doing. When people are intrigued, they want to know more about you, and they'll ask those questions. Okay, so I love this. Remember, there's no such thing as a small act of kindness. Every act creates a ripple effect with no logical end, and that is so true. And then on the inside, it's just a little note saying, pay this coffee card forward, and so you have that ripple effect there. Okay, so some other creative ideas that you can do as well. Creating nice to meet you cards. Let's go down here. I've got a couple for doTERRA. There's Isagenix. Rodan and Fields, there's Unique, there's a whole bunch of ideas, Mary Kay, so many other prospecting cards, nice to meet you cards, there's a whole bunch of different campaigns that you can create. One last one that I want to show you guys, a note to say. So I've also created just a little thank you card. So this is, you can, choose a card from the card catalog. This is a note to say thank you. And this card here, I just got a picture of myself on here with holding a thank you card. Okay, so I've created this as a campaign, so I don't have to keep going back in and creating it, but it just says a simple note to say, and then on the inside, it says thank you. Okay, and then it says first name. Now this is our mail merge feature. This is where it's going to save you a ton of time. So the mail merge feature, whenever you select a contact, attach a contact, whether it's 1 or 100 people, the system is going to take that first name field and plug it into the card, so every single card is personalized. So it was such a pleasure to meet you. Thanks so much for taking the time to learn a bit more about Send Out Cards or whatever business you're in. Looking forward to building on our friendship. Okay, so it's super casual. It's about them. It's just a nice thank you card. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll attach a 2-pack of brownies or something really fun in there, and people absolutely love that. And I'll tell you that 9 times out of 10, they end up joining my team either as a customer, as a team member, or they become referral partners, or they end up referring. Now, one other thing I want to show you guys to add value as network marketers, you know, we want to become the expert in our field. We will want to make sure that we're adding value to people. And how do we add value? You know, maybe by giving them a referral, giving them business, giving them tips, things like this, doing webinars, being, you know, educating people. People love to be educated. And so, oh, this one's thank you for referral. That's not the one that I wanted to show you, but that's okay. This says thank you for the referral, and then a little nice note on the inside. What I wanted to show you guys was, let's go back here. This one is amazing. Here we go. Okay, so this is a testimony card. Now, what does that have to do with your business? Well, not much, but everything at the same time, because you're adding value to somebody else. And you'll notice what I have in here. So every week I have committed to reaching out to somebody who I've done business with or somebody who I support a lot of times in the network marketing community, because I absolutely love this profession and I firmly believe on supporting one another. It's a thank you card. And then on the inside, on the right-hand side, it just says, hi, first name. So I've created that part generic, but then I changed the message on the left. Just says, I wanted to take the time to put in writing how much I appreciate your amazing and quality service. I know I've already posted this testimony on social media, but I felt it was important to also have it in writing as a reminder of how awesome you are. And then on the left-hand side, I actually take that testimony that I put on their social media site or their website, and I put it in a tangible card. Because guess what? You're going to make them feel absolutely amazing. You're recognizing them. Your branding is on the back, and guess what? They are never going to throw that card out, ever, ever, ever. They're going to keep that card forever because it's an amazing testimony about them. And so again, it's creating conversation, and remember the law of reciprocity. Now that's not the initial reason why you're doing it. You really want to send out those heartfelt cards that are meaningful and authentic. Authenticity is key, but by nature, people inherently want to give back. So every week I have committed as one of my habits for 2017 to send out a testimony card or some kind of card complimenting them on their business and really supporting other entrepreneurs as well. That's something that's really, really important to me. Okay, with that being said, guys, I'm going to bring you back here and finish off this webinar and just talk a little bit about our plans and packages. There's 3 more slides here, so let's go through them really quickly. So we have plans and packages for everybody. I mean, everybody has different levels of cards and what they need this for, but I highly recommend the $39 preferred monthly package. Is $39 per month. It gets you 33 cards, or if you're sending gifts, you can purchase gifts with them as well. So it's $39 per month, and you get 100 cards, or sorry, 33 cards for that $39. Now, your points roll over. So if you don't use your cards in any given month, the points just roll over from month to month to month to month. So being on a subscription, there's no commitment. You can cancel online at any time. So don't worry about, you know, being suckered into something for the whole month. It's nothing like that. You can, this is the package that I'm on. I spend $39 a month. That's your marketing, right? So you can budget in for your marketing. As entrepreneurs, make sure that we're budgeting. Have a plan, have an Excel spreadsheet, see what you're spending on a monthly basis, and make sure that you're budgeting for your marketing. It's really, really key. We have a retail package and a pay-as-you-go, but you're paying more per point, so I never recommend that. Why would you pay more when you can pay less? Okay, we also have these bundles. Most businesses, entrepreneurs, network marketers, I highly recommend the marketing bundle. I have the marketing bundle. Most high-level leaders choose this for a couple of reasons. These bundles, they all include your branding. So you get the branding on the back of the card. Now, the marketing bundle, why I really, really highly recommend this one is because it includes the first impressions kit. So those campaigns that are preloaded into the system. You get a training portal in here. So this is all about relationship marketing. You get more information, and in this business, training and skill set is key. Work on your skills and you will become a multimillionaire. Trust me on this one. Hone your skills. In any other industry, people go to school for years and years and years. When you learn the proper skills necessary in order to really reach out to people and build those relationships, you will have a long-lasting network marketing business and residuals that will last a lifetime and beyond. So really important, the training is key. In this one, you get your handwriting font form and your signatures. You get 200 points or 66 cards. And this one, this is important as well. You get your memory vault. That's upgraded memory. So you're able to store your, thousands of contacts and cards and all that kind of stuff. The business bundle is if you want to have multi-user accounts. So you'd have a primary account holder and then sub-accounts underneath. So for that reason, I'd highly recommend the marketing bundle. And then once you've used those points, you can tack on the preferred customer option as well. So with that being said, guys, we do have a referral program, but I'll let the person who invited you on to this webinar talk a little bit more about that. So thank you so much for attending. I went a little bit over time, but I'm hoping that I added a little bit of value, some content, maybe some aha moments, maybe something that you can implement into your network marketing profession going forward. What I'd love to hear is at the end of the year, maybe the end of the month, or you've implemented the system and started reaching out to people in kindness and using Sendo cards. What I'd love to hear are your referrals and business increase. That would make that would be the best compliment to me. So guys, thank you so much for hopping on. Really appreciate your time, and this will be available on YouTube in about 20 minutes. So go ahead, you can go to youtube.com, search Melissa Barlock. All of my videos are there. And so go for it. So for those of you who are ready to get started, welcome to this amazing, amazing company. And I wish you all the best for 2017. And remember, step outside your comfort zone, because that really is where the growth is. Have a great day, amazing 2017, and let's go rock it out. Bye, guys.